Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how I do my everyday makeup. I like to moisturize my face first before applying my makeup. Using my Glam Glam Starter Illuminating Moisturizer, I apply all over my face and jawline. The first thing I do in my makeup routine is my brows because it's the longest part of my makeup routine. I brush them first before deciding how I want to shape my brows. With my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow Pomade and a dual angle and spoolie brush, I begin shaping my brows from the bottom, then at the top. After my desired shape, I fill in my brows. I then repeat the same steps to the other brow. Brows aren't meant to be identical or too perfect. I prefer a kind of straight brow look with a bit of an arch. I then comb out my brows so that they won't seem too harsh. Using my Shape Tape Concealer by Tarte and a dual angle and spoolie brush, I reshape my brows to my desired shape to make them look nicer and not too harsh. This is also to make them look about even. Just like the saying, brows are like sisters, not twins. And most of the time my brows aren't even anyways. I usually only conceal the bottom of my brows, but will sometimes conceal the top part as well when I want that sharp edge. Taking a mini beauty sponge or beauty blender, I blend the concealer out. Using a mini beauty sponge or beauty blender is very helpful for this area of the face. I'm using this one by Morphe x Jeffree Star from the Jeffree Star Beauty Sponge Trio. And this is the mini highlight and contour beauty sponge. I then again continue to brush out my brows to give them a softer look. Taking my Maybelline New York Brow Defining Fill Duo Brow Pencil, I like to gently fill in any spots I may have missed, especially to the ends of my brows because I prefer them to be darker and sharper. After my brows, I apply Burt's Beeswax Lip Balm on my lips. Moving on to the face, I'm using Smashbox's The Original Photo Finish Foundation Primer and apply this all over my face and jawline. I always start off in the center of my face, working my way out. I like to make sure the product is evenly distributed on my face and jawline. With my L'Oreal Infallible Illuminating Galaxy Stick, I like to highlight along my nose bridge, my cheekbones, and my cupid's bow. After applying, I will brush out with my finger. I like to do this to give myself a bit of glass-like skin from beneath my foundation. With a clear candle holder, I use this to mix my foundation. My favorite foundation is Estée Lauder's Double Wear Foundation. I also love to mix in a bit of glitter using Cover FX's glitter drops. With a damp beauty sponge or beauty blender, I mix both the foundation and glitter drops and apply them to my face, jawline, and a bit to my hairline. Sometimes I would apply even to my neck and behind my ears as well if I have any leftover foundation. The beauty sponge I'm using is from the Morphe x Jeffree Star, the Jeffree Star Beauty Sponge Trio Highlight and Contour Beauty Sponge.
멀리서 훔쳐봐 손 닿으면 널 잃어가 일지를 같은 어둠 속 날 밝히는 나비 효과 네 작은 손짓 한 번에 현실을 잊어놔 쓰다듬는 바람 같아 살포시 표류하는 먼지 같아 넌 거기 있지만 왠지 닿지 않아 Stop 꿈 같은 넌 내게 butterfly Untrue 곁에 머물러 줄래 내게 약속해 줄래 손들면 날아갈까 부서질까
Taking my Tony Moly Panda Stream Brightening Eye Base, I apply directly under my eyes and onto my dark circles. I then blend the product out with my finger, gently under the eyes. Then with my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Corrector, I apply the product directly on top of my dark circles to neutralize the appearance. Taking my all-time favorite concealer, Shape Tape from Tarte, I conceal my under eyes and any imperfections. And blend out with a mini beauty sponge or beauty blender.
Like a butterfly 마치 butterfly, but butterfly처럼 바보같이 아쉬운 많은 노래가 하늘에 닿기를 눈물 속에 밤새운 내 기도가 마음에 닿기를
Then with a bigger beauty sponge or beauty blender, I like to blend one more time under my eyes. To set everything, I use Laura Mercier's translucent loose setting powder and apply it with a brush to make my face less cakey.
I miss you so much 이제서야 느껴 우리 공간 I miss you so much 이렇게 눈물이 나는데 왜
For the eyes, I prime my eyelids with Urban Decay's original eyeshadow primer potion. Applying with the brush applicator and blending it out with my finger, I also blend along my lower lash line as well and up to my brow bone. Now using one of my favorite palettes ever, ColourPop's Golden State of Mind, I'm gonna be honest with you, I use my fingers to apply my eyeshadow for my everyday eyeshadow. And I use these 4 shades. With my ring finger, I am taking the shade Tinker Time and applying it to the outer corners of my eyes.
I miss you so much 이렇게 눈물이 나는데 왜 나 몰랐을까 So beautiful, beautiful 그 누구보다 아름다운 너니까 아프지 마, 울지 마 너야 나 노래가 들린다면 다시 돌아와 Oh 그리워, 그리워 거울 속에 혼자 서 있는 모습이 낯설어 두려워 네가 필요해 이제야 느끼는 것처럼 예쁜 꽃이라고 네 앞에 다시 서고 싶어 yeah. 그 시절보다 더 멋진 모습을 하고 네 앞에 나타나고 싶어 yeah. 익숙했던 시간들을 손끝으로 그려 돌지 않는 시계처럼
With my middle finger, I'm taking the shade Sparkler and applying it to the center of my lids, blending into the darker shade.
꼭 다시 보고 싶어 So beautiful, beautiful 어디선가 울고 있진 않을까 떠나지마 가지마 사랑한다 거짓말 어떤 말이든 주니까
Then with my index finger, I am applying the shade Watch Out into the inner corners of my eyelids, blending into the center shade. I'm going over the shadows again and blending with my fingers until I get my desired look. Taking the last shade, Can't Stop, I apply this between the darkest and center shade, blending them together. Then going back with the darkest shade, Tinker Time, I want to intensify the outer corners of my eyes. Taking that center shade, Sparkler, again I apply on the center of my eyes to give it a bit of shimmer, blending it over any harsh edges or lines. With my Stila Stay All Day waterproof liquid eyeliner, I draw my wings. Then with my Maybelline New York Line Express pencil liner, I tightline my eyes. For mascara, I'll be using the Better Than Sex mascara by Too Faced. But before I do that, I like to curl my lashes. Center the eyelash curler, that way it will get every lash. I apply a generous coat of mascara until my desired amount of coats. To see if every lash is coated, I like to tilt my face away from the mirror like this. With Urban Decay's Heavy Metal Glitter Eyeliner in the shade Pyro, I apply this to my lower lash line. Then back with the mascara, I apply it to my lower lashes as well.
nothing without you.
Moving on to contour, I use the Park Avenue Princess Chisel palette by Tarte. The two shades I will be using are Princess Cut and Carrot. Taking a small brush and going into Princess Cut, I begin by contouring my nose to give an illusion of a taller and smaller nose bridge. With my finger, I am blending out the contour to make it look more natural. Moving on to contouring the face, with the contour brush and using the shade Carrot, I begin contouring by making a fishy face to find the hollows of my cheeks. Contouring also takes time for me because I want it to seem natural and don't want to apply too much. I'll also contour along my hairline and along the sides of my forehead. Then I blend everything out to make it look softer and again more natural. When contouring, you want to take your time with this part because it's easy to apply way too much, so by blending it out, you can make it look as natural as possible.
Cry, yo, my own, say goodbye. 길을 걷다 너와 나 우리 마주친다 해도 못 본 척하고서 그대로 가던 길 가죠. 자꾸만 옛 생각이 떠오르면 아마도 나도 몰래 그댈 찾아갈지도 몰라. 넌 늘 그 사랑과 행복하게 넌 늘 내가 다른 마음 안 먹게 넌 늘 작은 미련도와 남게 단지 내 좋은 날 보란 듯이 넌 늘 저 하늘같이 하얗게
Now the most important part is contouring my jawline to give an illusion of a smaller face. For blush, I love the Love Blush by Too Faced. I'm going in with the shade How Deep Is Your Love. With the brush, I like to apply the blush along the sides of my cheeks so it looks like a natural blush, like I'm naturally blushing. Another thing I like to do is blend the blush into the contour to make it look natural. I also apply a bit of blush onto the center of my face and a bit along my nose for a sunburn effect. I live for highlight. I'm using Too Faced's Diamond Light Multi-Use Highlighter in the shade Diamond Fire. Using a fan brush, I'm applying the highlight along my cheekbones and the sides of my face.
Oh, girl, I cry, yo, my own. Say goodbye, bye, oh, my love. Don't lie, yo, my heart. Say goodbye.
With the mini brush, I apply the highlighter onto my nose bridge and my cupid's bow, and blend out with my finger. But that's not the only highlighter I like to use. I love the Kilowatt Freestyle Highlighter by Fenty Beauty in the shade Trophy Wife. Taking the same fan brush, I'm applying the highlighter directly on top of the other highlighter just to give it a bit of a more shimmery look and a more blinding highlight effect. Going back to the eyes, with my mini brush, I'm going in with the shade Pay the Piper and applying this onto my brow bone and beneath my brows to highlight. will also be applying the same shade into my tear ducts. Back to my brows again, I will brush them out one last time. Almost done! For my lips, I don't like my lipstick to be too perfect. I'm taking my Peri Para Ink the Velvet in the shade Girlish Red and applying it onto the center of my lips. With my finger, I blend out the color. By doing this, it gives a softer, innocent look and a gradient effect. Taking my Hypnotic Lights Lip Topper in the shade Luster Light by Milani, I apply this to the bottom of my lips in small sections. I'll also apply some to the upper lip as well, and then finish off with the desired amount I like. The last step in my everyday makeup routine is to set everything. I'm using Urban Decay's All Nighter Long Lasting Setting Spray, and I spray this everywhere. And there you have it. These are the final results. And this is how I do my everyday makeup look. Because this is an everyday look, I don't always apply on false lashes, but there are some days when I will. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!